It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no idea. You know, you can. We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Last outing for Orlando. They won that game against Philadelphia.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out one or two guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando, Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Houdini at the one. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. In the corner, it's Harris. Off target with his three. On defense, Orlando passes it to Parsons. Kicks to Cantor. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Houdini passes to Vucevic. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Cantor. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again. And the Mavericks with possession. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock him down at the same rate, and that hurt him. That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Parsons outside. Cantor sets the pick for Parsons. To the inside. Arthur kicks to Cantor. Parsons attacking. And he banks in the layup.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend, because they just handed him 2 points.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Cantor pulls it down.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Inside. The jump hook, and it's Cantor again missing. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Houdini. Left side, Gordon. No coverage that time. Gordon's got his first bucket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in, and it's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did, but boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Houdini. The Mavericks making the shot. Out to Harris. Fires the three. And that one's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Grove. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And Cantor over to help. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Arthur grabs the board.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And so it's Dallas with him. It's a three-point game. Clock at 6. Parsons attacking, and the shot is good. Parsons got his third bucket of the night.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And here are some players that you want on the line as often as possible these days. Past month, these are the leading free throw shooting 2 guards in the league. And the Mavericks making a change here. Williams is checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Payne, he's checked in for Oladipo. Here's Houdini. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for them here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Payne. Excellent D from Cantor.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Williams gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Houdini, covered by Parsons. And Vucevic again. Vucevic has got 6.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Williams dishes to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Back to Williams. Goes up with the stripe. And another shot. And it's blocked by Gordon. Payne with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Holiday. .146 left to play in the first quarter. Parsons against Gordon. Launches it. And Parsons is good for 3. Parsons got 9.
The perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Okay, Dallas, now stepping onto the court for your entertainment are the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, Dallas, since the All-Star break, we take a look at the numbers they put up. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And you look at their three-point shooting, they put defenses in a tough position. You've got to protect the paint and still chase out to 25 feet from the hoop. No easy task.
Now Barea, after Wesley Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. Barea kicks to Fournier. The dish to Pachulia. Dallas moving it around. Here's Williams. That one rolling around and rims out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
54 seconds left in the first quarter. Feeds to Biyombo. At the top of the key, Williams. Pass to Barea. There's a good screen. To the middle. Here's Pachulia. Biyombo kicks to Fournier. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Dallas leading by 4. Barea kicks to Williams. Dishes it to Fournier. No good from outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks.
And we welcome you back. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Magic trail by 11. We've got Arthur. Also Chandler Parsons out there. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half. All right, a moment here to check out stats for Houdini. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's around 30 points per clip, 12 assists, and almost 3 steals. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was a big factor. He had 6 points, and a lot of those points coming via free throw, as is usually the case with him. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one tonight, Kevin?
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again. And that's... Oh, wow!
That's a beautiful jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that
was... Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And let's get a look at a group of point guards who have been rolling in the second half of the season with some very important and impressive point totals. Freak is second.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
And to me, that's what makes them so special. I mean, they don't have one way to punish you offensively. They've got several. You want your point guard to be the most versatile player on the squad, and these guys are. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
To the paint, here's Vucevic, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the evening. Pass to Harris. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harris has got 9 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Kanter's shot is off.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Houdini passes to Vucevic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Arthur sets the pick for Williams.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Houdini. Outside Gordon for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cantor's got his third rebound on the night. Williams kicks to Parsons. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Outside Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Parsons. He has 18 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And so in the game for the Magic, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Victor Oladipo is out there with Houdini, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Throw, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Oladipo misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Cuts off the pass. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And it's Gordon missing.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's 21 points for Chandler Parsons.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
The feed to Gordon. Three-pointer. And he gets the bucket.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass. He's got 9.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. Number 1, the Magic.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Biyombo is checked in for Jarrell Arthur. Biyombo with it. He's against Gordon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here's a look at the stats for Biyombo. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. Averaging about 4 points, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Dallas. Correa comes in for Justin Holiday. Nene, he's checked in for Orlando. Hezonja comes in for Tobias Harris. Nene dishes to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. And there's the pass to Hazania. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Here's Parsons, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Parsons got 23.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Pachulia with the steal. Inside. Grove, guarded by Oladipo. The shot misses. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Cannot hit.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good, old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
And Berea has it in the corner. Another three for Dallas.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Down low, here's Vucevic, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And Orlando making a change here. Payton's checked in. Berea kicks to Williams. To the paint. Pachulia dishes to Williams. Great D that time from Vucevic.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Got a piece of it. Here's Williams, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Dallas.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Puts it up from 12. Again, the miss by Williams. The Magic trail by 8. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Now, here's Berea, covered by Payton. Berea, the pass to Williams. It's good. Great play set up by Berea. And that's 11 points for Darren Williams.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Vucevic. Fournier pulls it down.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Timeout on the court. Charge to Orlando.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Orlando making some changes.
Up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Mavericks leading by 17. Chandler Parsons out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Holiday in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 13 points for Darren Williams.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Williams comes with the double team. And it's Harris off the drive. That one goes. Count it.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
He's got a clear path. Here's Houdini. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Throw, guarded by Oladipo. Passes to Cantor. Six to shoot. Shoots a three. It's hauled in by Harris. The Magic trail by 17.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And they're able to recover. Vucevic with the bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Gordon against Parsons. Vucevic with the block. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Parsons. Puts it up off the inbound. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Houdini, guarded by Holiday. Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. He was all alone on that one. Mavericks leading by 11. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Parsons attacking. The teardrop falls in. Parsons got 25 points in the game.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Houdini. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Caleb Canales said to the team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thanks, Doris. Back to Holiday. To the inside. Cantor.
Check out the game for Enes Kanter. He's got 8 points and some assists, too. How about 3 of them? He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 12. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Here's Houdini. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw good from Houdini.
Yo, fellas, let's tighten up, all right? Let's get a stop on this one.
Both free throws good from Houdini.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Kicks it out to Parsons. The tray. Can't get it to go. And Orlando the other way now. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Houdini trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Poke loose. Fast break. Here come the Magic.
Oh! You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
One-on-one here. Here's Houdini. And there's the foul against Dallas. Payne, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. On defense, the Mavericks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
That one goes. Count it.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Parsons on the wing, guarded by Harris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Jaron Williams is checked in for Dallas. Here's Houdini. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Just absolute domination in this one for Houdini. 22 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Parsons, right side. And he gets it to go. Parsons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Kanter, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Parsons attacking. Sweet little floater. Parsons got 11 in the second half.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Vucevic the pass to Houdini. And it's Payne in the corner. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Williams. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. That free throw good from Houdini.
An ideal possession for them right there. Taking advantage of some sloppy defense to get the and one and make it a one-possession game.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
He kicks the paint. Gordon with no one around. It's good. This game is all even.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Cantor. Can't cash in.
Okay, Dallas, now stepping onto the court for your entertainment
Here's Houdini. Oh, it's no good. And we're hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number one. Getting going right now. So Dallas will get the first possession. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. And it's Houdini in at the one spot.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Parsons against Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. Parsons got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Kicks it to Vucevic. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Vucevic has got 21 in the game. Dallas shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Cantor sets the pick for Williams. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 9 rebounds, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Grove. Here's Cantor. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really...
Look at that.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's Houdini. He feeds it to Vucevic. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Holiday. And here they come. Here's Arthur. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
And stolen by Parsons. And here we go. Finished off the break.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Houdini. There's the dish to Harris. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That's his third foul of the game.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. Dallas moving the ball around. Cantor inside. Vucevic on him. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Houdini. Parsons comes for the double team. From the arc. And the basket by Harris. And the Magic lead by 3.
Whoa, that's a big shot right there.
And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
Great D that time from Houdini. Here's Orlando now. Oladipo, the pass to Houdini. Takes a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Grove. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Freak. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Okay, Dallas, now stepping onto the court for your entertainment are the Dallas Mavericks dancers. Give it up.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
You put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.